Good afternoon, everyone. Government doing its best to overreach and step so far out of bounds. Sherman County, Oregon is going to be forcing Azure Farms, the 2,000-acre organic farm, to start spraying herbicides around to control some weeds. The Canada thistle, morning glory, and white top. Oh, you mean the same morning glory that's edible? Here's a rundown on how you can prepare it yourself. Organic farm under threat. And if the government can come in and make an organic farm, start spraying herbicides around because the other farmers around are unhappy, now we got the government's plan to seize control of your economy and your life, all forms of energy, all commodities, and anything that can be ingested by a human being. People need to stand up against this overreach of government right here. This is a standoff again, and it well should be. We're not talking about gold or minerals. We're talking about our food supply here. This is government overtaking food supply. This is the litmus test to see how much you'll stand for when they take away your food supply. That's all it's about. It's not about controlling the weeds. It's about your reaction when they come to take your food supply. And please remember to subscribe to Adapt 2030 while you're watching the video. If you haven't been following the news, Azure Organic Farm is now going to, if they do not start spraying herbicides around their property, force them to pay for the herbicides and pesticides and force them to pay for the workers and put a lien on the property. Sherman County, Oregon, right here on the map for you. Oh, aren't they progressive? They believe that the organic farm's not doing enough to eradicate weeds off the property. They're going to be using Roundup and other herbicides because the other farmers around the area are complaining that they're not also using herbicides to control or actually eradicate weeds. But if they spray anything on that farm, they're going to lose their organic certification for a minimum of 3 years. And the farmers are complaining that they say, well, the wheat will be contaminated by the rush skeleton weed, Canada thistle, morning glory, and white top. That's spreading from Azure Organic Farm. Okay, there's millions of acres of industrial farmland mechanized around this 2,000 acres. And those farmers are also spraying herbicides around already with these Terminator seeds and Roundup Ready GMOs. How could those weeds even survive in the fields? That's purely an excuse to put them out of business, to take that land and turn it into what the rest of the country is turning into. Mega farms controlled by mega chemical industries. They say they're not doing enough to control specifically the Canada thistle. But wait, they talked about those 4 other noxious weeds before. Then the government will want them to pay for the expenses of the labor and the chemicals used to destroy their business, ruin their land. Now, an organic farm can only control noxious weeds. And this is the government's label, noxious weeds. It's not the farmer's label. Control of the weeds, not eradication of the weeds. One of these noxious weeds, morning glory, nutritious, vitamin-rich plant eaten throughout Asia. There's a full rundown everywhere from India all the way through Southeast Asia, China, everywhere in Asia eats this as a vegetable. It is not a noxious weed. Here, I left you with a couple links. You can look how to prepare the recipes with this. Canada thistle, one of the noxious weeds. Again, that's the government's term. Oh wait, those are partially edible as well. Peeled stems, they have the same therapeutic properties for cleaning the liver as milk thistle does. Oh wait, you mean you can get free food out of nature? No. Get back into the supermarket buying chain, and if you don't like it, we're going to put you out of business. The government wants to take control of your edible food source from a wild supply. This is a huge wake-up call for everybody out there. You be prepping for this grand solar minimum coming up. What if you're growing your own gardens? The government could just come in and say, oh no, you can't do that anymore. You have to start using chemicals. And then Obama's plan to seize control of our economy and our lives. This was Executive Order 13603. Run down here on Forbes for you. This 10-page document outlays the government's ability during a time of emergency to run through, grab anything that's either ingested by a human or an animal, All forms of energy, all forms of transportation. I know states' rights, but at this point, this is a line in the sand. People should be out there protesting and actually forcing the government to back down on this. This is unacceptable. This is our food supply, that states are now dictating that they can control the food supply at whim. What laws were broken here? None. Here's the contact number for the Sherman County Court. I highly suggest you call them. This is a very dangerous precedent to be set. This is not like confiscating somebody's mineral resources or water rights like happened a few years ago on the Bundy Ranch standoff. This is something far, far, far greater. This is going to affect every single one of us. This is your food supply they're trying to be able to say they can dictate over and control. You fight now for this or you go down permanently on this. This is it. If there's nothing else for it, is stopping this action right here, because they're using this as a precedent, and once it rolls through, and if it does, it's going to go everywhere. You grow your own gardens, they're going to be taken from you. You don't spray in around your yard in your gardens, you're going to be forced by law to. Oh, the farmers around saying you might have weeds in your garden. Now they're going to force you to spray. This is it. This is absolutely, in my opinion, the largest issue in the United States. Our food supply is at risk due to government intervention on the state level. If this is allowed to happen, there will be nowhere to run for you. There will be nowhere to hide from this. And you think you're going to grow your own food and survive through the grand solar minimum? Yeah, this is just showing you what the plan is, what they have in store. Please support my work on Patreon. And thanks for watching the video. Hope you got something out of it. I'm just a little bit perturbed after reading this. All these changes coming down with our crops going to be lost and are being lost currently. This is the litmus test to see how much you'll stand for when they take away your food supply. That's all it's about. It's not about controlling the weeds. It's about your reaction when they come to take your food supply.